Okay, we are live now. Just going to refresh and see if everything's all good, because I basically immediately started this right after the Souths Parramatta stream. A good win there for South Sydney. So I just need to copy some tags over so we can get them going. Copy. Okay, channel content, and then we've got to add those tags to this Roosters Raiders game up in Gosford. Roosters versus Raiders. Okay, there we are. Just had to add the tags there. So, we should be all good. Should be ready to... Oh, hang on. There we are. Gary saying the Raiders going to get that upset. I'll be really interested to see if that does. I might actually...
What's going on there? Honestly, is that sort of a pact between the four?
Gonna go actually get a drink so we can get ready for this match. Okay. Rightio. So basically we're getting ready to cross off now. JBJK, welcome. So we've got about 7 minutes actually till the actual game starts. Well, I said when the initial kickoff would happen. So here are the lineups. This was as accurate as of 2:30 actually, so there might be a few changes. So for the Sydney Roosters, we have James Tedesco, Daniel Tupou. James Tedesco at fullback, Daniel Tupou, and Matt Ikavalu on the wings. You've got Josh Morris and Joseph Manu in the centres. Apparently, that actually may have changed because I've heard that Josh Morris might be on the wing. You've got Lachlan Lamb at 5'8", Sam Walker at halfback, Aria Hargroves, Marsh, and Takiaho on the prop hooker prop. Tupanua and Butcher in the second row, and Isaac Liu in lock. The interchange of Kieran, Saluka Fafita, Fletcher Baker, and Hao Tapuha makes up the interchange, and Egan Butcher and Joseph Suwali makes it to the reserves. Hang on, are your comments updating? I don't think so. Actually, I might. Yeah, they might have been stuck on the other one. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Actually, where's this color? Oh. Hang on, where's this colour saw? Hang on. What the fuck was that? Sorry, some random bitch was screaming her fucking head off. Who are you tipping in this game? So there really, I didn't hear. It's like outside, so you can't exactly hear it, but it's just some dumb bitch singing fucking. Sup, guys? Lachlan, good to see you, my man. Okay, so we could just get this size down. Yep. Okay, we're ready to go. So it is updating. So I'm gonna go for the Roosters in this game. I know it's a bit of a cop out, but I think She was actually singing, "Ooh, I fall apart," and she was like screaming at recording herself. Maybe it's a bit of a dare kind of thing. Maybe one of those wacky internet trends, maybe. Might be one of those. Oh, fuck. It might be one of those things that my old ass can't know because I'm too old for shit like that. Old man yells at cloud type beat. So, they're currently playing the Baker Boys. They play that in front of every game. It's a good song. But I can't play it because, how was your party yesterday? It was alright. Initially I was going to stay there the whole night, but, it's so funny when you... Yeah, so basically, it was alright. I did watch it. I watched the last 5 minutes of the, Cowboys-Warriors game. Cowboys only just hanged on there with that field goal by Valentine Holmes, and Tigers too good for the Dragons. It's just very interesting results that have come out of that. Also, you're not really a fan of parties, honestly. It's like that was a huge field goal. It's I mean, if you want somebody to do a field goal clutch, there's like 3 players you want to do that. Nathan Cleary, Adam Reynolds, and Valentine Holmes. They said it was 65 metres into the stand. That must be probably like one of the biggest kicks. Well, Tom, you must have just hoofed it. So yeah, Indigenous round, basically both teams getting rid now, Roosters, Raiders. So well played, Valentine Holmes. Because I know it was like 20-0 or something at halftime, but then the Warriors came back. So Suwali is starting in the centres. Walker is the 18th man. So that means... So Manu is playing as 5'8", and Lamb is playing as a halfback. Very interesting developments there for the Sydney Roosters. But, yeah. So I'd consider this game a little bit of a rivalry, obviously, as we all know about the 2019 Grand Final and the outcome of that. I mean, is a bit of a weird combination, but I will do agree, Gary. But it might be something they've been working on in training. Who knows? Will be interesting to see what the Canberra is, because so their lineup is as of 3 p.m. We got Calabacon as that fullback, Bailey Simonson and Jordan Rapana on the wing, Sebastian Chris and Curtis Scott in the centres, Jack Whiten at 5'8", and Sam Williams at halfback, Dunamis Louis, Tom Starling and Emre Gula in the prop hooker props, Corey Harawira-Naara and Elliot Whitehead in the second row, and Ryan Sutton. Oh, here we go. So Hodgson is starting at hooker. And that's the only change. So Sutton is still the the lock. So it's going to be Starling, Sosolia, Horsburgh, and James in the interchange, and Anderson as the 18th man. So only one change there for the Canberra Raiders, as this game is actually at Gosford. So it's only like an hour and a bit away from here, and I could have gone to the game if I knew it was actually in Gosford. So here we go. So it is interesting though, because it is hopefully a good game and closer than the last. Yeah, hopefully it's a neutral. We get an entertaining game. Fairly decent crowd here. I feel like most of the crowd would be Roosters, because Gosford and the Central Coast does have a lot of Sydney siders that do live there. So it wouldn't shock me that most people will be there. The home of the Central Coast Mariners as well. And also the New Zealand Warriors currently in their bubble. Will be very interesting to see what does go through though. So what I think about the chick was what she was going on outside. I think maybe they were playing some kind of like drinking game, because I know there's apps where one of the dares is you got to sing out loud, like very loud outside. So maybe it's just one of those kind of things. So yeah, there is a possibility that actually, so in terms of Sunday, I can't do a stream, but I might. It depends on factors, because I might actually be going to the Knights and Manly game, but also depends on the weather, because the weather has been a bit shit basically. At the moment, it's basically been really cold, which I can manage because there was a fight outside my place a week ago. Yeah, it's some colourful characters that live around the parts, the ends. So there we go. Now the team is ready now. By the way, it's potentially looking. I think it's going to be Canberra kicking off here. Actually, oh, hang on. Yep, I do think it's going to be Canberra kicking off. The phone has been placed. We are ready for the final game on Super Saturday. Mate, Fox Sports should just hire me. Do you live in the Newcastle area? Relatively, yes. Basically, I live in Port Stephens, which is basically, because you've got the Newcastle region, and then you've got the ones just above, which is Port Stephens, but it's technically the Hunter, because there was something about wanting to merge them, because they're basically the same thing. So these Matt Eshe is fighting some blokes. Yeah, that's we have a lot of them up here. Hi, hello there, Darren. Welcome back. Is adjustment or is Foxtel not working? Yeah, when I was watching the stream, it was a bit dodgy actually during the Parramatta game. It just like glitched out for some reason. So there's kickoff. We are underway here, and Canberra running that way from the kickoff. So here's the first tackle on the 15 for the Sydney Roosters. Now here comes the second tackle. Now it's going to be on the 25 here now for the Roosters. Hello there, Raphael. So it's going to pass, I think that's to Daniel Tupou. So there's the third tackle. They're on the 35 now, the Sydney Roosters. And now that's number 11. I believe that is... There is no number 11 for the Roosters. So if here's our last tackle here, that's the number 10. That is Tucker Aho. 45 minutes over the try line now. Last tackle here for... Is Isaac Liu playing? Yes, he is the lock. And the Roosters got the ball back here somehow from the kick. But it looks like it's gone forward anyway, so it's going to be a possession change here for the Canberra Raiders. It's a penalty, actually, for the Canberra Raiders. So it's a kick right on halfway. It goes really high and it bounces, I believe, on the 30. It bounces back to the Roosters and something happens and it's a penalty to Canberra. I don't exactly know what happened. Oh, it was inside 10 metre penalty, fair enough. So Canberra get the ball on halfway. There is the number 4, that is Curtis Scott, who makes it to the 45 for the first tackle. Oh, hang on. Curtis Scott is grabbing the back of his neck here. We do know that the Roosters have had a little bit of issues with sin bins, especially with last week. So is there pressure on his neck? Oh. It's Jordan Rapana here. No. No, no. No, hang on. No, Jordan Rapana. Sawali, that's it, yeah. So that was the first tackle, so nothing on it, just starting. So that's number 13. That is Ryan Sutton now. Makes it to the 40 for the second tackle. They're going to go down the right side. That's White now with the ball. He's giving it off to Aikens. Aikens now has run into the 13. Will be brought down for the third tackle. Now Whiten. Whiten goes for an early kick here down to the corner. Trying to get the bounce in. It's going to be picked up by number 5. It was Ikavalu. But the bounce did mess with him and he basically had to drag the ball out for a goal line dropout here for the Roosters. Hi everyone, hi to you Chugger. Hello Castro. Let's go Roosters with Drew Feet States. So 2.5 minutes in, it's going to be a goal line dropout here for the Roosters. So potential chance here for Canberra to potentially get the first points on the board. Here comes the goal line dropout. It's going to go right to halfway, straight to Jack Whiten. But it's been not Jack Whiten who's taken the first hit up, and the person will be brought down on the 30. I think that's the number 10 for Canberra. That's Amray Gula. And it's going to be a set restart here for Canberra for ruck infringement. Now that's number 8. That is Duanamis Liu. Makes it to the 25 for the first tackle. And now he's number 30, and that's Ryan Sutton now. Makes it past the 20 for the second tackle. They're going to go down the left side here. That's Whiten. It's getting off to Aikens. And now Sebastian Chris now on the 10 for the third tackle. And here, I think that's Bailey Simonson there, just shy of the line now for the fourth tackle. Now the ball's been given back to Whiten. Down to Hosberg. And Hosberg's brought down on the 10 now. Last tackle here for Canberra, inside the 10 here. They're going to go down the short right side here. Trying to break through, but he's just short of the line, that Canberra player. That's good defence there by the Roosters, so it's going to be a change here. It is the first tackle. That is Daniel Tupou now inside the 10. Foxtel not working for anyone. Well, I'm using KO at the moment, so that's still relatively working. So maybe there must be something wrong. So now Rhea Hargreaves now makes it to the 25 for the third tackle. It's good to see the Indigenous places they're from. It is actually very cool, to be fair. Oh, it's almost a bit of a knock on there, but it looks all okay. They make it to the 35 now for the fourth tackle. Here comes the number 10. That is Takiaho, who makes it to the 45 now for the last tackle. And there's a kick there by the Roosters. It's going to make it to the 10 actually. It's going to be picked up here by Aikens, who will get brought down on the 25 for the first tackle. And there's the second tackle now for Canberra. Now makes it to the 30. And now that is number 5. That is Jordan Rapana now. Makes it to the 35. Almost to the 40 for the third tackle. Yeah, but mine is behind. Okay, so there might be something up with Fox at the moment. So here's the fourth tackle. That's Curtis Scott. Makes it to halfway. And now Ryan Sutton now makes it to the 40 inside of Canberra's Roosters half actually. Last tackle here. Here's the kick from Williams. It's a high kick. Still showing South versus Eels. That's interesting. So there's the first tackle. It's been Tuba gets dragged back inside the 10 for the first tackle. So here's number 5. That is Ukavalu now. Makes it just shy of the 20 for the second tackle now. And now that's number 11. Is that number 11? No, it's 21. Sorry, that is Suwali. with the headgear. Now that's the number 10. That is Takiaho. Now making it to the 40 for the fourth tackle. Some good meters there by Takiaho. Now they're going to go down the middle here. It's Tedesco now. And Tedesco's broken through here. 30. And he gets the offload off to Aria Hargraves. He doesn't get the offload. Oh, and he tries to get the offload. But it was, I believe, that was Sam Walker who was down. I feel like Aria Hargreaves as a supporting runner is probably one of the last person you want to pass to in terms of speed. But he did go there and he tried to get the pass off to Williams. No, it was Walker, I believe. He tried to get the pass, but he had fallen over. So now Canberra have gotten the ball on the 25 for the third tackle. Oh, and almost a breakthrough here for Scott. And it's going to be a penalty here to Canberra. What was the penalty for? I'm not exactly too sure. Maybe an inside 10 metres penalty, I believe. Are we all good? Okay, so I just said streamer disconnected, replaying. Are we all good? Are we all still here? Where are they playing? They are playing at Gosford, the Central Coast Stadium. Okay, so the comments are coming through, so the stream's still on, thank God. My heart skipped a beat here. Basically, like I read things like streamers disconnected, then it flicked, and then... Okay, so we're all good. So now, third tackle, they're in 15 metres on the try line now, Canberra. Giving off to Whiten here. Whiten trying to find a gap. Whiten's now inside the 10. He's 5 metres away from the try line now, just short. That's the fourth tackle. And Akers tries to get a pass. Has that gone forward or back? Is it a set restart? It is. So 10 metres away, we copped a zap. Yeah. Thanks for doing this. Foxtel is broken. I'll try to do my best to replicate the power of Andrew Voss. So it's a pass from the number 11 to Rapana. Rapana's still going. He's gone over the top of Lamb. So now 5. That's the first tackle actually for Canberra. Now that's number 8 for Canberra. That is Louis for the second tackle now. They're going to go down the left here. That's Whiten. It's given a double short pass and it's just over the line. They're 1 metre away now for the third tackle. They're going to go short again. Then Aikens again being held up. This is really good defence here by the Roosters. Now they're going to go the back. Now it's Whiten. Gives it off to Gula. It'll get brought down on the 10 for the last tackle. And they're going to go down the left. Here's a kick for Whiten. It's up in the air. Ithigavalu has caught it and he's still in play. So the very good defence there by the Roosters. And now that is Sawali now. Makes it inside the 10 for the second tackle. And it's going to be a set restart here for the Roosters for a ruck infringement. So here's the first tackle on the 15. And that's number 2. That's Daniel Tupou now. Makes it to the 25 for the second tackle. And now Tedesco now makes it to the 35. Akavalu was quite good. Yeah, definitely. He's definitely a good player. Now it's Aria Hargreaves now. Going right into Sutton there. And Akeaho now. Oh, and he's lost the ball here. So Canberra going to get the ball back here just right on halfway. I don't know how Takiako lost that. I think maybe tried to strip it onto it. I think it was maybe a one-on-one strip that's counted as a knock-on. But anyways, 10 minutes gone. Nothing's happened yet. There was a big chance there for the Roosters to get a try with the offload from Tedesco, but I feel like if Sam Walker didn't get knocked down when Hargreaves had the ball, it could have been the first try of the game. But anyway, it's going to be a scrum feed. Almost right on halfway for the Canberra Raiders. And now Jack Whiten now. Oh, and he's tried to give it off to Curtis Scott. Now the Roosters have gotten the ball back. It's going to be a double knock on, but it's going to be a scrum feed now to the Roosters. Almost in the exact same position that the Canberra scrum happened. Tried to get a pass to Curtis, so I tried to do a quick one, but he's lost it. Then it came off Tupou, which ended up going forward. Who am I going for? I'm neutral in this, but in terms of predictions, I picked the Roosters. So far, tackles in the opposition half, it's 22-2 in favour of Canberra. But no tries as of yet. No one's had a clear-cut chance. As Tupou now takes the first hit up. They'll be on the 40 inside of Canberra's half for the first tackle. Now Rhea Hargraves now. And it's Hargraves versus Sun. That's going to be the running thing here. So now number 19 there for the Roosters. It can't be because there isn't no number 19. But anyways, that's Joseph Manu now. 15 metres away from the try line. For the fourth tackle now. Now that's Tedesco. Tedesco's still going here up the field. Oh, and it could be a try here. No, he's been tailed away. He's definitely out. So it was Suwali was dragged out there. Some good passing there, but I feel it would have been a forward pass anyways. But it's going to be a change over here for the Roosters. So it's given off to the number 12, which is Tupanua. And then Akavali gets a pass off to Suwali, but Suwali was dragged out. But I did feel one of the passes was forward, so it would have been dragged back anyways. So here we go. From the 10, the Raiders get the ball. So that is Simonson there for the first tackle on the 15. So there's the second tackle. They're on the 20 now. Now they're going to come in now. I think it's Rapana now for the third. And now that's number 12. That is Elliot Whitehead now making it just shy of the 40 for the fourth tackle. And a big fend off there by Curtis Scott. Now he's just shy of halfway now for the last tackle. Here comes the kick from Williams. And it's been picked up there by one of the Roosters players. It's actually not Tedesco, but he's going to get picked up on the 35 for the first tackle. Foxtel and KO aren't working. Thank you, mate. Oh, really? But it's going to be a penalty here for the Roosters. So, yeah. So, something must be going on because you're actually not the first person to say that. Oh, it was a little bit of a high shot. That's not... I don't think... That's not sin binnable. It's basically started up here, but then it got up to around the neck. It's a penalty. So 35 metres out now from the kick. So the Roosters have a chance to get the first points of the game 15 minutes in. So that's Rhea Hargraves now who makes it. That's why I've joined. So now 25 minutes away from the try line now. That was the first tackle. Now it's number 10 here. That is Takiaho, who's now 15 metres away from the try line now in the second tackle. Now they've made it to the third. That's Lamb. It's getting off to Tedesco. That's number 15. That is Nat Butcher, who's on the 10 now for the third tackle. There's 3 players in the Roosters squad called Butcher, but only 2 of them are playing, Fletcher and Nat, because Egan was one of the 2 reserves, but he didn't get brought in. So now here's another 10. Fourth tackle here for the Roosters. They've got numbers here on the side. It's past to Tupou. Tupou, can he power over? He's going to be held up. So it's going to be a last tackle. It's going to be brought back 10 metres. Who am I going for? Sorry, I just joined. I've tipped the Roosters to win. But in terms of actual support, I'm a neutral. So last tackle here. That's the kick from Lamb. Oh, and it's been taken there by a Canberra player. It was the number 2. It was Bailey Simonson. Ethan There's a Hotchkiss. Thank you for the sub. So there was the 0 tackle now from the 20-metre restart. And Simonson's grabbing his head. Oh, it's going to be a penalty. I think it was a high shot, actually. No, it's neck pressure. As the referee grabs the back of his head. And it's going to be the first report of the game here. So another penalty here for Canberra. So Nat Butcher is on report now. So So the ball will be picked up on the 45 inside of the Roosters half, and here's Jordan Rapana, who will make it to the 40 for the first tackle. Now that's Sam Williams, who's given it off to Corey Harawira-Naara, who makes it to the 25 metres away from the try line now for the second tackle. Now that is Ryan Sutton now makes it to the 20 for the third tackle. And Williams now gets brought down shy of the 10 for the fourth tackle. Now Whiten gives it off to Aikens. And now Whitehead is now still on 5 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Raiders. They're going to go down the short side here. But it's going to be held up. Oh, he's trying to get an offload, but it's going to be going back to the Roosters. I got it working, but it's around 5 minutes late. Fab Crusher has so many crushes. Now that reminds me of KFC crushes. Why did they... Apparently, I actually did research into why they stopped it. Apparently it was due to, like it was some mechanical issues with, like, the machines. But surely they bring it back. So here's the second tackle here the third tackle here for the Roosters. Still on their 15 now. Here's Sawali, who makes it to the 25 for the fourth tackle. And now that's Aria Hargreaves now makes it just shy of the 40 for the last tackle. Oxroni, thank you for subbing to the channel. Thank you very much. So here's a take here. I believe that's Aikens here, who will make it to the 35 inside of Canberra's half of the first tackle. Mine was still at the South Eels game. Something, yeah, that's really weird. So that's the first tackle's actually made it. Second tackle's made it to the 45. Here comes the third. It's Aikens again, who will just go past halfway. I accidentally unsubbed. I subbed again. It's all good. So now that's Jack Whiten now with the ball. It's given off to Whitehead. Now it's a bit of a flat pass there to Sebastian Chris. That's the fourth tackle now. Makes it to 25 minutes away from the try line now. I think that's Rapana. No, it's not. That is Dwanis Lua, who's now 15 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Raiders. Oh. They're going to go down the end here. It's a little bit of a grubber. Oh, and it's going to be a try here. Number 14, that is Josh Hodgson. There was a Canberra player, I think it was Sebastian Chris or Curtis Scott, who was standing there and he could have grabbed it, but he would have been offside. So he just stood there. No Roosters player was anywhere near him. And just like that, Josh Hodgson has gotten the first try of the game for Canberra. Rafael Dialisa, thank you for Zoe. It was number 3, Sebastian Chris. The grubbered ball falls right to him, right near the line, but he was in an offside position, so he just stood there. And Josh Hodgson picks the ball up and scores, and it's 4-0 to Canberra. We finally get the first try of the game, almost halfway through the first half. So yeah, no one was around him. It's no obstruction at all. He's just in the open field, and he just stood there and let it be. Hang on. Are they going to... Referees are talking. The try's been confirmed. It has been given. Canberra scored the first try right in the first bit of the halfway point of the first half. It was his first try, Josh Hodgson, since 2019. So fair play to him. Oh, hang on. Something's going on here. Tedesco is off the field. He looks like it's his arm. He's holding it out there, or is it his hip? He's clutching his left side here. That's big. If Tedesco may have done something, that's big. Bearing in mind, that's true. The New South Wales teams and the Queensland teams get selected tomorrow. And there's been issues about surrounding Payne Haas as well on Thursday. Oh, and there's the kick there by Williams, and it's a bit of a shocker. So 19 and a half minutes remaining in this first half. It is going to be 4-0 to Canberra. But just like that, that is big news if Tedesco might be out for Origin for New South Wales. So yeah, if that is the case, then that is going to be a very interesting scenario. So there's an interchange here for the Roosters. So it's going to be Keegan, the number 14, is going to come on and replace James Tedesco. But if Tedesco is injured, because he was clutching his left side, I can't believe the Eels lost as Mason Kurtz. Yeah, I thought that game was going to be a lot more competitive than it ended up being, but that's been the issue. Not the issue, but that's been the running term for all these blockbuster matches. Is all of them have been basically whitewashes. So here's the second tackle here for Canberra. They're going to make it to their 20. And now that's number 10. That is Andre Gula. Now makes it to the 35. Oh, it's a knock on there by Hodgson. And the referee, the Canberra players are trying to appeal that, but that's just a straight up knock on. So now the Roosters have a chance here. I think they're going to get the ball around the 35, 40. Yeah, 35 metres away from the try line. So a chance here for the Roosters to answer back. As we've got 18.5 minutes remaining in this first half. It's so yeah, so that'd be very interesting to see. It's fucking squeaking, but in terms of what might actually happen. I just realised I'm on top chat. I might actually set it to live chat. That actually might make more sense. Because saying I think the Raiders will win. It's a fair prediction. So here's the scrum feed now for the Roosters now. On their 35 here. And it's going to be a penalty against the... It's going to be a penalty because the Raiders players broke free of the scrum way too early. So it's going to be a penalty here to the Roosters. So here comes the... Oh. The Raiders maybe win. It's to be a tie. So basically, it was a goal. It was a kick to basically to go out for the penalty, and it basically went like a metre forward. There's the first tackle just shy of the 20. Now it's number 10. That is Takiaho, who's now 10 metres out from the try line for the second tackle. Now that is Lamb, and it's almost a breakthrough pass there to Tupanua, and now they're 5 metres away from the try line here, the Roosters. Oh, and it's a knock on here by the by the Roosters, sorry. Now Canberra have got the ball. Oh, that's around the neck here. Hang on. And it's going to be a penalty. It's from behind. I don't think it was meaningful. He's basically trying to tackle him, but he went down too quickly and he's accidentally collided with the back of his head, so it's all good, but it's going to be a penalty here to Canberra. One thing that might be actually happening is I have heard it's raining, so maybe there's some storms that are maybe messing with Foxtel's broadcasting. But also, we also may need to check is because this game would be on NBN, wouldn't it? So is that alright? So there's the here's the penalty kick, and it's gonna make it to the 25 inside of the Canberra half, as Hornsby has come on for Louis, and there's a first big hit there, makes it to the 30 for the first tackle for Canberra. And now Hornsby makes it to the 35 for the second tackle. Well, on the live on KO, it's 7 minutes behind. That's... I have no idea. That's... very interesting. See, Hornsby, and it's going to be a penalty to the Roosters because there was an obstruction there by Omre Gula who went too far. Gula with a bit of it dawdling along here, so it's going to be a penalty right on halfway. So the legit, why don't you have more subs? This is cool. I only started doing this relatively recently for the start of the season, so I'm not too sure. It's like I'm not deserved subs. It's that's number 13 now. That is Liu. Now 20 minutes from the try line now for the chance for the Roosters to get a try back. Oh, there's a breakthrough here. It's number 15. It's going to be a try here, is it? It will be. Or is he held? Hang on. The whistle's been blown. They're going to go to it's going to go to the video ref, but there's a potential that the number 15, Nat Butcher, may have scored for the Roosters. It looks really close. I thought he was surely over, but he might have been held up. We'll have a check here. And they're showing a camera angle from the stand. That's not going to help at all. Maybe for an obstruction check. They're going to check Aria Hargreaves if there was an obstruction. Yeah, there is. There is. Aria Hargreaves is blocking the number 8, Dunamis Liu. And he's interfered with him. So Nat Butcher has not scored. It's going to be a no try. And it's going to be a penalty to the Canberra Raiders. 5th on their 15. Oh, that's very unfortunate there for Nat Butcher. Hot Rod. Oh, the Hot Rods are back. Might do food reviews. No, I used to do that back in the day. I don't want to do that. So here comes the penalty kicker. Fair few penalties, to be fair. Got 15 minutes remaining now in this first half. So here comes the kick from Canberra. And it's going to be picked up on the 40 inside of Canberra's half. I didn't expect that to happen, yeah. There's the number 11. That's his Corey Warahira-Nara. Gets to the 45 of the first second. Now here's Hornsborough. Or Hornsberg. Makes it to the 40 inside of the Roosters half for the second tackle. Okay, James Tedesco is all good. He's set to come back onto the field. That's a relief. I'm a Roosters fan. I'm a Blues fan, so we kind of need Tedesco. So here's number 11. That is Corey Warahira-Nara. Makes it to the 20 now for the fourth tackle. Now Williams is giving off to Hornsborough. He's trying to go down the middle here. Getting some meters. Gets an offload now. He's going to go down the left side here. That's Sutton, I believe. And now inside the 10. Last tackle here for the Raiders. And Hornsborough's grounded it. And with the pass, and he's scored. He's only been on the park for about 2 minutes. And it's 8-0 to Canberra. With 14 minutes to go. Brilliant pass here to Hornsborough. And he's powered over. Gets on his back and grounds the ball. In a very relaxed state. He's been on the park for what? 3 minutes? And he's already gotten a try. Brilliant play there for Hornsborough. He's in a... hang on, has been sprinkling a little bit, but there we are. It's 8-0 to the Canberra Raiders. And this kick will be right in front because it was in between. It was right under the black dot, so this will make it 10-0 to Canberra. With 13 minutes remaining. This is very interesting. Sophia Huno saying, go the Roosters. That's actually Corey Hornsberg's first try. I had a feeling it was his first try. Because when he grounded it, his face was just complete disbelief with that, with his try. He was just like looking like in shock. So under 13 minutes now remaining. This kick from right in front will make it 10 points to 0. Tedesco set to come back onto the field though, so he was clutching at his left hip, and I'm thinking there was potentially an issue, but it looks okay, and he's set to return. Maybe just a bit of a stinger. And now this kick here by Williams from right in front to make this 10-0 to the Canberra Raiders. Have you been to the Gosford Stadium? I have been. I've been there mostly for soccer games because the Central Coast Mariners play there, and they're the arch rivals to the team I support in the A-League, the Newcastle Jets. So I have been there before. It's probably one of the best stadiums. I know people are saying it's like one of the most beautiful stadiums in the world because you've got the palm trees, the ocean, and stuff like that. It's a pretty good stadium. So Tedesco's now back on the field with 12.5 minutes remaining in this half. I went to Sydney FC versus the Mariners too. Oh, okay, hell yeah. So there's a change here for the Raiders as Gula's come off to be replaced by Ryan James. So here's the kickoff here by the Roosters. It's a low-driven one. And it's going to be picked up here. Oh, that's Ryan James getting his first hit up, and it'll be brought down on the 15 for the first tackle. And now here's the interchange here. Who is Tedesco replacing? No, it's not Tedesco. Baker's come off to replace Liu. So second tackle now for Canberra now on their 25. And here's Ryan Sutton, who gets brought down on their 30 for the third tackle. Now you got number 12. That's it. No, that's Williams, sorry. It's number 7, actually. Who makes it to halfway. No, it's not. It's number 11. That's Harawira. And here's Curtis Scott now. Makes it to the 40 inside of the Roosters half now. Last tackle here for Canberra. And here's the kick from Williams. And Tedesco will catch it inside the 10. James T, are you sleeping or what? Come on, Roosters. He had to come off the field for about 5 or so minutes because he was clutching his hip. So, and he only just come back onto the field now. So here is Ikavalu now on the 20 for the second tackle. And now that is Daniel Tupou now. He's got an offload here. And now it's been given to Lachlan Lamb, sorry. Who makes it to the 40 for the third tackle. And now Uriah Hargraves now makes it to halfway for the fourth tackle. And they're going to go down the right side here. It's number 12. That is Tupanua. The last tackle. 30 metres away from the try line now, the Roosters. Here's the kick from Lamb. It's a high one. It's more focused on the right side. Here's a bit of pressure coming. Oh, it's been knocked back. And Suwali has scored from the knock on there by the Raiders. And Joseph Suwali's gotten a try. And the Roosters are back in the game. With 10.5 minutes to go, it is 10-4 with a kick to come. But it was Caleb Agans who went up for the jump for the kick. There was a lot of pressure, so he drops it back. And Suwali, all he has to do is pick up the ball and dive for the try. So there we are. There is the first try of the match for the Sydney Roosters. Oh, it's his first try in the NRL. Fair play to him. Oh, so Joseph Suwali's actually he's in year 12. He's still doing year 12. I was in year 12 3 years ago. Damn. First 17-year-old to score. Oh, he's 17. Oh, it's this guy. This is the guy that there was all the talk about. Oh, that's the guy. Okay. So he's the first 17-year-old to score in the NRL since 2019. It was Dan Crossley was the player, they said. Okay, so yeah, fair play to him. 17, he's playing in the NRL. I'm 21 and I'm watching it. So here comes the kick now from... Is this going to be... Is this Lachlan Lamb? Oh, it's Adam Keegren, who is going to be the kicker here. 14 from 17 from his career, so that's fair play to him. Is it still coming up here with the line? No, it looks all good now. So this kick here with 9 minutes remaining in the first half to make it a 4-point game. And it's low driven and smacked the right post. So it's going to remain 10 points to 4. Alright, oh no. That's right, yeah, so he played for North Sydney, that's right. And was there a bit of controversy about, because I heard there was something about apparently he was not allowed to play or something like that. I'm not too sure, I didn't pay that much attention to it. So here's the kickoff now. 9 minutes remaining in this first half, and the Roosters will get the ball on the 5, and here comes the big charge here. First carry in the NRL. It's number 17. That is Fletcher Baker. And now here's the number 10. That's Takiaho now, who makes it to the 30 for the second tackle. Does halftime go for 20 minutes or 30 minutes? I'm not sure. I think probably 20 minutes, to be fair. Favorite game to watch. Is it termed like individual like game or like favorite sports? Tedesco now's down the line here. It's short. He's broken through a gap here. He's got an offload here. They've got plenty of numbers. And it's a try to the Roosters again. Lachlan Lamb has scored. It's now 10-8. So Tedesco's completely fine. He broke through. He got the pass off to the number 3 of Josh Morris, who then breaks through and gets the pass off to the number 6 of Lachlan Lamb, and it's now 10-8 with a kick to come. Favorite game to watch sport. It would be it'd be very close between soccer and NRL. It'd be very, very, very close. That is a brilliant play there by Tedesco. He should be all. He must be fine. So now, with this kick, this will be making it a 10-all game, just like that. The Roosters are now back in it. 7 minutes now remaining. So the try has been confirmed. Of course it would be. There was nothing wrong with it. Okay, so this is what the Raiders have been doing. We see they've been good in the first half, but sometimes just go down the second. That is true. That's what happened with the in the Knights game not that long ago. They were 16-0 up at half time, and then they ended up choking it. So Adam Kieran now with this kick will level the game at 10-all, as we've got about 6 minutes 40 remaining in the first half. And here's the kick, and he's going to get it. So 6.5 minutes remaining. It is 10-all. So it's a pass from dummy half to Tedesco, and he dummies, breaks through Curtis Scott, gets the offload, then off to Josh Morris, who then passes it to his right to see Lachlan Lamb through, and he will get his try. Hope Roosters will do the magic. I don't understand why the commentators are like so surprised there's a lot of Roosters fans in Gosford. It's literally like it's like an hour and a little bit away for like the Roosters, and a lot of people from Sydney who probably support the Roosters live in Gosford. It's not like Canberra's like, it's like what, 4 hours away? Oh, it's a 6-set restart actually here for the Roosters. It's going to be on the 30. It's going to be on the 40 here for the first tackle. And now that I think is that's Tupanua, or is that no? That's Takiaho, I believe. Yeah, it's Takiaho. Now past halfway, second tackle here for the Roosters. Now Tedesco gives it off to Josh Morris, who will be on the 35 for the third tackle inside of the Raiders half. Roosters don't travel. Yeah, they might just live in Gosford, maybe. That's number 17 here. That is Fletcher Baker. Hang on. There's a sin bin here. Hang on. What's going on here? What's going on? Oh, holy shit. A Canberra player is apparently Accidentally gone over and got his leg and knee, but he's apparently gone down on a Roosters player's head and neck. If that's the case, yeah, he comes up and down on it. Yeah, that's on. Oh, I think this might be more than a symbian. It might be a send off here for the Raiders. It's Ryan Sutton. So Ryan Sutton for it. He's not off. He's in the bin. So 10 minutes in the bin there for Ryan Sutton. But this wasn't even for a high shot. He basically, a player was down on the ground. I think it was Aria Hargraves. And he accidentally gets his leg on him on his knee. And then he tries to get up and then he goes in on him again. But it's on the head. Yep. Wait, hang on. Is it Sutton or is it James? So anyways, it's going to be a penalty here for the Roosters. Like, I understand it's like, I don't exactly like Aria Hargreaves, but you don't just accidentally, like... If it was an accidental, he's trying to get up, but he'd gone down again. This happened to Papali when he went off for 3 weeks for a shoulder charge. Yeah, this isn't a shoulder charge, it's a bit different. It's getting his, like, knee and leg onto a guy's head. So, the Roosters now going down the side here, and it's broken through, and that's a try there for the Roosters. And it's number 17. No, it's number 12, actually. Sorry, I thought it was 17. That is Statili Tupanua. And now the Roosters go ahead 14 points to 10. Hello, Kim Ming Chung Lee. Very good to welcome. Just like that. So it's a Simbin who was there. But I think it was Ryan Sutton. It was... He said Ryan because I think it was either a 13 or a 17. I'm just going to check, actually. If you bear with me. Who was the Simbin? It was Ryan James. It was number 17. I thought it was either Ryan or Sutton or James, but it was him. Yeah, I'll go for the Raiders. I want to turn away at the moment because Roosters are currently red hot at the moment. So Ryan James is currently now in the bin. Sateli Tupanua now has gotten the try from the penalty. The Faders. That's actually a pretty good name to them, to be fair. Like a... I think that's like up there with like the Bungles with the Bengals, or the butt fumble with the Jets, like the New York Jets. That's actually the Faders. That's a pretty good name for them, to be fair. But 3 minutes 40 remaining. The Roosters now in front, so that means Canberra are going to have a player down for the rest of the first half, and I believe 5 minutes into the second half as well. So yeah, very interesting. I think, to me, if you ask my opinion about the Simbin, I think it was. The fact that he was basically, especially this is Aria Hargraves. Here's his head. Basically, Sun's coming from the tackle and his knees like this, and he's trying to get up, and he's gone down again on him. So it might have been possibility of it being on purpose. So it has to be a sin bin for that. So here comes the kick here from Kieran. This to make it 2 from 3 from the night, and to make it a 6-point lead for the Roosters. And here's the kick of the curl. That's a brilliant curl. Gotta be honest, that's a sin-bin. Yeah. I was even thinking of it being a send-off, to be fair. Grub on grub here. Yeah, someone did mention that, I hate both. I think it was you, actually, Castro, that said I hate both of them. And yeah, so it's a grub on grub action, but that's it. No, it was Ryan Sutton you were talking about, that's right, not Ryan James. But yeah, it's still a grub arc, to be fair. So 3 minutes 20 remaining now. Canberra have truly lost it here at the moment. They need to try to get some order so they can ride out to the second into half time. Oh, Fletcher Baker gets a big charge in for the first thing, for the first tackle on the 15. Now here's the second tackle. I believe that is Tedesco. No, it's not. That is Akavalu. And here's the third tackle. There's Aria Hargraves. Makes it to the 35. Now that's halfway. Now that's the fourth tackle here. What? So last tackle here for the Roosters. They're 30 metres out from the try line here. Here's the kick from Lamb. And Aikens gets brought... Oh, that's around the neck by Tedesco. So that's going to be a penalty there. That was definitely accidental there by Tedesco. Around the neck of Aikens. So it will be a penalty here for Canberra. I think Raiders do better at their home ground. Yeah, even still there. Yeah. That's right. Rick could be streaming the pain of the lots. I think the amount of screaming he's had to do, I think his voice might be gone, to be fair. So here's a kick here. If you nick someone's neck, you're off. It's a weird thing. It's like, it's that they take it apart like intent, but it's like, how are you going to check what the intent is? Are you going to read their minds? Like, is someone in a homicidal mood and they do that? It's weird. But here's the penalty. Here's the first tackle. It's on the 40 inside of Canberra's half here. As you've got 90 seconds remaining here in the first half. The live on KR for me is up to the 17-year-old scoring. Oh, that would have been like... Hang on, that was 30. So that's like 10 minutes behind. As that is Hornsborough now. Makes it on to halfway now for the third tackle. As there's 1 minute remaining now in the first half. As White now makes it to the 45 for the fourth tackle. Now White now, they go down the side here. They've got numbers here, the Raiders, sorry. Sebastian Chris gives it off to Simonson, and Simonson's going to get held. 10 minutes over the try line now. Last tackle here for the Raiders. There's the kick from White to the other side of the field. It's taking a bounce. It's been picked up by Curtis Scott. And Curtis Scott was going with the kick again. It's going to be picked up there by Josh Morris right on the field. Oh! And it'll get brought down on the 10 now with 30 seconds remaining. Oh, hang on. The chaos stream has paused. Okay. Hang on, we gotta do the old reboot to see if it's all good. I mean, there's only like 20 seconds remaining. My Wi-Fi's been messing up lately. I think it's because of the constant weather changes we have where I live. Where is the... Okay, there we are. It's half-time. Okay. So it is half-time, and it is 16-10 to the Roosters, so they have come back very well here. So, yeah, I'm actually going to, I'm actually going to stay. I'm not going to do a half-time break. I'm a bit more relaxed and chilled, so we're just going to, just sit here and chat. When I watch on Foxtel later in the match, it just stops and we have to reboot it. Yeah, that's the first time I've had to do that tonight, so I don't know what's going to be like. I'll be back in 23 minutes. Alright, take your time, man. So, yeah. In terms of other games, I know there is a game I've been thinking about doing tonight, because at midnight is the, in the soccer, is the playoffs. YTK Twitch TV, thank you very much for your subscription with the Up the Roosters. Very proud of the Roosters so far at the moment with their comeback from 10-0 down to 16-10 up. Because there is in the it is the championship playoff final, which basically whoever wins gets promoted to the Premier League. It's between Brentford and Swansea, but it's at midnight. And I kind of like sleep, so I'm trying to debate. So this game will finish about 9:30ish. So do I just take like a 2-hour really, really powerful nap? Or do I just... I don't know. I'll do it. So yeah, very interesting game. So there is two other games that are going to be happening tomorrow. There'll be the Sharks Titans and the Sharks Titans and the Knights versus Manly. That's actually going to be a very interesting game to watch, to be completely honest, if I do go. It really also depends on the weather. I'm actually going to check, actually, what the weather is actually like at the okay. I'm going to do this on an incognito thing because I don't want to actually give away the town I live in, because I don't want to turn into what's his name? He's this German bloke. Oh, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? I forget his name. He's some bloke. He was like he's a lol cow, and he basically who is it? What's his name? No, what was it? The first one he did. What was it? It was it was some German. Dragon Lord, that's it. It's Dragon Lord. He basically was like one of these trolls that people would mess with, and he tried to challenge someone to fight him, and he gave away his like actual address. For team at El Zahar with 19 Reds, Chiefs 3 in the Super Rugby. I wouldn't. Oh, this would be like the Cup or something like that. Some invitation I think they're doing. I don't pay attention too much to rugby, to be completely honest. So what's the weather meant to be like in Newcastle? For tomorrow. So tomorrow, the hottest it will get is 16 degrees, and it's apparently a 60% chance of rain. Interesting. Charlotte BB, hey, hello there, Charlotte. Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting to see what will happen with if the weather goes. So basically, if the weather is good, it's like, I'll even go if it's like slightly raining, as long as it's not like pissing down. Or actually, would they get good views though? If it's like bucketing down to like one of the few people there, we come up in scuba gear and stuff like that. That'd be pretty epic. But yeah, it's either that I do the 2 streams of the games tomorrow, or I actually go to the game, because I know there's also the New South Wales Cup game when you're playing. Am I going? I'm going good. How are you going, Charlotte? So basically, yeah, it's just the Raiders should be called the Faders, 100%. It's weird how 5th lost to 15th. That would have been. Oh yeah, that was the Dragons game, wasn't it? Yeah, was it? Yeah, yeah. I think that was. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, to the Tigers. I think that was it. More like the batters. Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Can you please say hi, Evan? Hello there, Evan. Evan, I'm saying hello. But, yeah, so basically, I need to stop saying basically. Why am I doing that? So, evidently, yeah, it's, I do know. I did hear from someone saying I'm back. I had to do something. It's all good, Ethan. Basically saying that what was it? Saying that a bunch of the Dragons players were going to be out, so as a potential win for the Tigers. So and it did come through, and yeah, fair play to the Tigers. You're going. The thing is, they're playing all right. I don't think they deserve 15th, to be fair. But then again, it's just how the cookie crumbles, really, when it comes to football. The one thing about like going to this night's game is that not only is it because it's against Manly and we're probably going to get our asses handed to us, but the fact is that Newcastle probably has the most expensive tickets when it comes to the NRL. Like, I've been meaning to make a video basically talking about how the pricing of tickets. I read it down here in a book somewhere. If I can actually find it. I have like the actual... Raiders should be called the Raiders. We're all finding clever nicknames for the Raiders. I love it. I wrote it down somewhere in this book, which basically I also use as the oh god, It's all. It's here we go. Here, the price of football. It's basically a video I was going to do. I think Canberra also have expensive tickets as well. So with the for the Knights, this was taken from the Manly game, and I thought it was because most of the teams use Ticketek for their They use Ticketek for their ticket merchandise. White green. Who do I go for? I go for the Knights, and who are going to get our asses handed to each other. So basically, so with this, these are the prices. So in terms of a median, like kind of average. So basically, for a kid, so you got the prices like 10, 15, 18, 25. So the most expensive one for a kid is with Canberra with $25 a ticket, which is a bit mental. Or even still, like if with Canberra as well, that you know how like usually it's like if your kid's like under 4, they're free. Not in Canberra apparently, because it's $15 for a baby to go to a game. I'm a 4-year Titans member. That's very good to hear. It is good to hear the Titans do need to have more people go to their games. I must say they're playing some good football at the moment. And so basically, the Knights for a kid it's $20. For a concession, which is me because I'm a university student, it's $30. For an adult, it's $40. For a family, and bearing in mind this is like the most expensive for a family by far, which is 2 adults and 2 kids, is $110 for a ticket. And I thought this maybe could have just been a Ticketmaster thing, right? But the Cowboys also uses Ticketmaster, and for a family pass, it's $60. Mr. West, why are they so expensive? I don't know. It's like if the Knights were like in Penrith's case, like top of the team, everybody wants to go see them. I could sort of understand. But here's Penrith's thing: $15 for a kid, $25 for a concession, $35 for an adult, and $60 for a family. The Knights have no right for a family ticket to be double that. I'm sorry. That is ridiculous. I don't understand, out of all the teams, why the Knights would have the most expensive tickets. It's just bullshit. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. It's like, there's a reason where I rarely go to Knights. I used to be a member with them. Which then again, maybe next year I probably might become a member of them. But because the last Knights game I actually went to was 3 years ago. It was the Knights versus the Storm, and I went with my mate who was a Storm fan. Yeah, and it cost $40. It's because I didn't have my concession card. So yeah, it's a bit mental. It's just, I don't know. It's like. And for like the family tickets, so the medium average is like the Warriors is 60, Roosters is 60, South is 50, Penrith 60, Parramatta's 50, Cowboys is 60, Cronulla's 50, Canterbury's 65, Canberra's 95. Canberra's probably like the second highest, and I don't know why theirs is more expensive. I don't know, maybe everyone who lives in Canberra is rich. I don't know, but then again, Sydney would also be on that same extent. It's a bit weird. And Brisbane's 50. There's no reason $110 for a fucking family ticket. I'm sorry, it pisses me right off that the fact the Knights have the absolute gall to do this. It's just mental. Away. Hang on. So Mitch Mo, just thank you for the sub. And oh yeah, and Canberra. For Canberra, it's for the away supporters in the away section. It's $30 for a kid and $40 for an adult. So Canberra's kind of in the same boat, but not as bad as I think it was like I'm more taking on the Knights because they're my team. And it's like you got to think about like, because the image of like this is taking forever. Yeah, definitely he's taking forever for this half time to come through, and basically. Just waiting because I'm currently on the KO. We're in an ad break. We'll be right back, kind of thing. So I know probably once it comes back, it'll come up with the game. But it's like they drill into it that Newcastle is this working class city, like even a working class town, even though we are a city with like nearly 1 million people, but no, we're still a town. And this image is like, oh, the club's for us, and it's like, and you charge that much for a fucking ticket. But the problem is though, people are going to pay it because the Knights have one of the more loyal supporter fan bases. They always average like 20,000 a game, so they've been making bank. Because I know like it's like the West Group are making so much money from this. I had a game and lost badly, 42-12, but saved 3 try saves when people are 60 times my save. That's good to hear for team. Is very good to hear. I mean, unfortunate for the result, but good, very good solo performance. From yourself. But anyways, things that are happening is I kind of made a bit of a stupid decision the other day. I may or may not have bought a ticket to watch Paul Gallen fight Justice Hooney. And this is for the Australian title. If Paul Gallen wins the heavyweight title, I might actually cry. I might cry. Anyways, bit of a weird segue, but Canberra now walking back onto the field. One of my first game was 44-30. Anyways, we're back on the field. Hang on, an ambulance has come up. Oh my god. There was an ambulance that's just pulled up to Central Coast Stadium because Isaac Liu basically got whacked in between when Hornsborough scored. He got whacked in between the end to the side, and then by a Roosters player got collided from the back as well. So basically his body went one way and his head went the other. So he's been sent to hospital. So Isaac Liu is actually now out of the game. And I hope everything goes. I hope he does make a recovery. So that's very scary to hear. So I hope Isaac Liu is okay. It's a very scary situation there for Isaac Liu. We wish you all the best. Hopefully it's not serious. Here's kickoff now. We are underway now for the second half. Roosters are going that way as the pen goes. And Raiders have picked up the possession. They've still got 5 minutes of Ryan James in the bin. Here's the second tackle now for Canberra. Makes it to the 20. And now here's the third tackle now for Canberra. They're on their third. Here's Hornsborough now. Makes it to the 45 for the fourth tackle. Welcome back, Axroni. So now they're going to go down the right side here, Canberra. Oh, he's broken through here. Can he get an offload here? I don't think he might. He's going to send it down the side. But brilliant pressure there by Brett Morris as he forces the pass straight to him. And if Morris was... It's not Brett Morris, sorry. It's Josh Morris. But if Morris wasn't there, that would have been a sure try straight away for Canberra. So now that's the second tackle here for the... Oh, it's a knock on here by the Roosters anyways. What a chaotic first minute of the game. So now it's going to be a scrum feed here to Canberra. I think 25 metres away from the try line here. If Canberra can get a try whilst the player down and then hold on till their player comes back on and Ryan James, might be a really good thing to happen. If you're a Canberra fan, of course. So it's a knock on there by Matt Ikavalu. It's going to be a penalty to Canberra because So they took the Roosters too long to pack the scrub and the siren is sounded. So it is a penalty for a time violation in favour of Canberra. What are they doing? I better go. I'll watch if you do any more of these. So James is going to be 2.5 minutes remaining. Oh my god. So there's the kick for by Sam Williams for the touchline. It's actually gone backwards because he slipped up. So here's the first tackle for Canberra now inside the 20 for the first tackle. Now Wyden gives it to Hornsberg, who makes it into the 10 for the second tackle. And they've got to go to the right side now. And now that's Curtis Scott now trying to break through. He's now 5 minutes away from the try line now. Here's the third tackle here for Canberra. Now that is Ryan Sutton now. Makes it to the 10 for the fourth tackle. They did go a bit backwards there from the passes. Now Williams gets a pass on the inside to Rapana. And Rapana's still going to be held here. About a metre away from the try line now. So last tackle here for Canberra. Now Whiten with the grubber kick, and it's gone straight into the hands of Joseph Manu. I think that was a bit of a waste there. Oh, hang on. Hornsborough's grabbing his shoulder here. Something's happened. So there was a collision there between Joseph Manu and Corey Horsburgh, and he's clutching his shoulder. Oh, and Rapana's come in and basically given a bit of a high shot there to a Roosters player. So it's going to be a penalty to the Roosters anyways. But Horsburgh is clutching his shoulder really badly. Hornsborough's okay. A little bit of injuries currently happening. We have Isaac Lee, who is out of the game, and maybe Corey Hornsburgh, who might be out of the game as well with his clutching his shoulder. So there's the... Oh, it looks like it might be okay. He's moving it around. So on the 20 now is going to be the where they pick up the ball, and the Ria Hargreaves gets the first tackle. Hornsborough's back on the field, so he's all good. So Ryan James now almost about to come back on the field to make this an even pegging. It's a set restart here for the Roosters now on the 35 for the first tackle. 50 seconds remaining until Ryan James comes back onto the field to make this a 13-13 game of players. So now that's number 10. That is Takiaho, who makes it to the 45 for the second tackle. Still inside of the Roosters half here. Now here's Ria Hargreaves. They're getting the pass off here. Oh, surely that's got to be an obstruction. Oh, he's lost it anyways. But it's going to be a knock on here by Joseph Manu. But now the referee has talked to the touch judge, and it's going to be a penalty actually for a strip. Is it? Yeah, that's a strip. So here we go. Ryan James is now back on the field. And now that's Ria Hargreaves now who gets the ball on the 30 inside of Canberra's half for the first tackle. Now they go to the right now, left now. That's number 17. That is Fletcher Baker. 25 metres away from the try line now for the second tackle. Oh, quick passing. That's Suwali now who gets brought down on the 20 for the third tackle. Now that's number 12, that's Tupanua. Makes it to the 15 for the fourth tackle. Or third tackle, sorry. No, it's the fourth. Now Takiaho breaking through here. Oh, and he's just a metre short of the line here for the Roosters. Now last tackle here for the Roosters. They're right on the doorstep. Now Lamb gives it off to Tedesco. It's a 2-on-1 here. It's Morris who's given it off to Daniel Tupou. And the Roosters have scored again. It is now 20 points to 10 in favour of the Sydney Roosters. As Daniel Tupou gets one brilliant passing there just to get him straight down the corner. So it's going to be an interesting kick to make this 22 points to 10. Nice fast pass out of Tedesco. Gets it to Morris with his experience. He runs, draws the winger, and gets it off to Tupou to get the try. It's a very good bit of play there from the Roosters who make it now a 10-point lead and potentially a 12-point lead with this kick. As we're 6.5 minutes now gone in this second half. 6 tries in the past 6 games here for Daniel Tupou, so that's very good from him. Reece Stewart not looking very happy at the moment.
Does the pain end? Well, we're only 6 minutes into the second half.
So this kick now from from Adam Kieran, sorry, not Lachlan Lamb. So this kick from Kieran to make this 22 points to 10.
Get an opportunity off the back of a penalty. A strip on Joey Manu gave them a set of 6 inside Raiders territory, and they score at the back end of the set. Soliolo standing by.
So Soliola is apparently meant to set to come on here for the Raiders. Okay, so we're all good. Okay, I was just checking on the everything was still going. We're definitely Roosters are definitely a second half team. That is definitely true. So Adam Kieran now from the sideline now to make this a 12-point lead for the Roosters. And the kick, it's gonna kill. Oh, the post and in. It looked like it was gonna cut a bit short, but he hit the post and bounced in. So it's gonna be 22 points to 10 with 7 minutes gone in this second half. Fuck. It's not raining at the moment. The ground, the roads are a little bit wet, so it definitely has sprinkled a little bit.
Robinson at halftime spoke to his team about getting better field position. He said we've been lucky in the first half, but that doesn't win games. We need to complete to get out of our own end.
Good time.
His halftime chat to field possession and
So here's the kickoff now hit to continue the game by the Raiders.
that try won't make him happy.
And it's made it inside the 10. That's number 17. That is Fletcher Baker. He makes it to the 15 for the first tackle. And now here's the second tackle here for the Roosters. They make it to the 25 for the second tackle. And there's the third one. It's a quick succession here for the Roosters. Now they make it to the 35 now. Here's Aria Hargraves now. Makes it to the 45 for the fourth tackle. Oh, and Aria Hargraves has knocked it on here. He's going to want to challenge this. So it's going to be the first challenge here of the game of Aria Hargraves challenging that being a knock on.
An experienced front rower should know better. We'll see. He was adamant, wasn't he? Well, simply doesn't prescribe to your theory. I don't think anyone's listening to my theory. We need to go back a little bit. I think it's come free of his
Just focusing on the left hand of Josh Hodgson and whether there's any intent here at the moment.
Is there any intent to strip? That's what they're looking for. The number 14 of Josh Hodgson.
he pulls it out.
He's trying to pull it out. Josh had Hodgson with intent to strip the ball, strips it from the position of Joe.
So there it is. It is a strip. It is a challenge successful there for the Roosters. And Jared Aria Hargraves is happy with that. So it's a successful challenge. It's going to be a penalty here to the Roosters. It's raining. I don't know if it's raining or not. So here's a kick now to basically get some better field position. It's going to go out. And it's going to go out on the 40 inside of Canberra's half now. So 40 metres over the try line now, the Roosters. And now Hargraves will get the first hit up and he'll make it to the 35 for the first tackle. Now they're going to go down the left side here. That's number 17. That is Fletcher Baker. Makes it to the 30 for the second tackle. Oh, almost a brilliant pass. Almost broke through there too for Tupanua. He's now 20 metres away from the try line now for the second tackle. Now Tedesco gives it off to Aria Hargraves, who's now brought down on the 10. 10 metres over the try line now. Fourth tackle. Oh, it's almost a breakthrough there. 5 minutes over the try line. Last tackle here for the Roosters. They're going to go down the short side here. And it's going to be a grubber. And it's been picked up there by Jordan Rapana. Oh, and it's been a strip. And it's going to be a try to the Roosters. It's Joseph Manu. They're going to check if it's a knock-on or a strip here. Bunnies for life, hello. You must be cheering at the moment with your win against the Eels. Why so Eels? So it was a steal there by Joseph Manu. They're going to see if he's knocked it on here. If not, then it's a potential try here. And this will make it 26-10. So it would have been one-on-one, completely clean strip. Just got a notification. Muhammad Mustafa, thank you for subscribing to the channel. It came up on here, but I don't know if it's going to come up on here. Oh, does he regain it? So he stripped it. He did lose possession, but he has regained it. Oh, there it is. It's popped up there. So there we go. No one's on him. He's regained possession. So it's a one-on-one strip. He does bobble it, but he does catch it. But it's about if he regains possession. Oh, they've got to check if the ball's hit the ground. So a Raider player only needs to touch him to force a tackle, but they just stand there. I don't think anyone touches him. Yeah, it's going to be a try. Oh, no, they're going to check to see if a Raider player touched him. That's a try. One of the interesting video reffing I've seen. Yeah. Yeah, he scored. It's a try. Just fucking... Yeah, try. It's an unbelievable try. Great solo try there by Joseph Manu. I don't understand why it took forever to make that decision, but it has gone through. It is a try to the Roosters. So it's now 26-10. 10 minutes into the second half here. Took them forever, but they finally got him. Good on Joseph Manu. I like how there was a bit of him regaining possession, then he just gets the touchdown. That's a very touchdown. Fuck no. Yeah. So there we go. So Joseph Manu tonight, one try assist and 53 run meters. Not too shabby, Mr. Manu. Will James, can you show the screen? Unfortunately, I can't show the screen due to copyright. Basically, if I was to show even a minute of the game, the stream would be taken down like that. So unfortunately, I can't. I'm very sorry, but I will. So this kick now from 20 meters out, definitely on the left side, but it should be a relatively not that hard kick, I think. But the wind might be a bit dodgy. So Kieran now with the kick, and it's crept in. It is 28 points to 10 to the Roosters. With 30 minutes remaining. This could turn into a whitewash. Again. It's going to be another one of these, unfortunately. It's going to be. Fucking hell. I keep getting notifications on the income. This one person fucking trying to start live videos. That's like the 10th one I've seen. Like, Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have said the Lord's name in vain. Sorry about that. I'll go for Raiders and we are done for the year. I don't know. It's just like something's just going on, unfortunately, with the Raiders. So here's the first tackle here. A little bit of pressure around the neck, but so here, big charge in there by Soliola on not Aurea Hargreaves. That's Butcher. That's Nat. Is Liu on? Is it Isaac Liu? If that's who you're talking about, he's actually been taken on an ambulance because in the Hornsborough try, he got banged in the... He basically got banged back in the stomach, and then his head back went forward in the tackle, and he's actually been sent to hospital, if that's Isaac Liu. So there was the kick there by the Roosters, and picked up here by Aikens, who makes it to the 40 for the first tackle. Aaron Akers said, I'm betting for the Roosters 1-12. Seriously, I want to win, but the scoreline is ticking away. Looks like I'm going to lose the bet. Yeah, very unfortunate for Isaac Liu. So there's a set restart here for Canberra as their second tackle is going to be 45 metres away from the try line. Do you think Panthers are going to lose 3 games in Origin? I mean, the team's basically going to be Penrith. But, yeah, I don't know. So 35 metres over the try line. It's another set restart here for Canberra. Here's a second now. They're 30 metres over the try line now. Canberra need to break this streak. So it's Hodgson now, who makes it to the 15, I believe. Yeah, it's the 15. Now Jack White now on the third tackle. They've given it off to the number 12 of Elliot Whitehead, who's now inside the 10. Fourth tackle here for the Raiders. And it's a set restart again here for the Raiders, and he's going to be held up over the line. How many set restarts per set you got to do before there's a penalty? Hang on, there's time off here. There's number 15. That's Iosia Soliola, who's clutching his chest at the moment. Oh, White, that's Hornsberg. Gets an offload off to Whitehead. Whitehead now still on the 10 here, and he gets brought down 5 minutes away from the try line now. Second tackle. Now that's number 15. That is Soliola. Just shot a metre away from the line for the third tackle. And it's going to be that's a try there for the Roosters. Number 17, that is Ryan James, the player that had got the 10 in the bin earlier in the game, has now gotten a try for the Raiders. That actually means that from the original booked lineup, which was at 3 p.m, so there's obviously going to be a few changes, all 3 tries for the Canberra Raiders now have all come off from players who was originally listed on the interchange. Hodgson was on the interchange, Hornsberg was on the interchange, and Ryan James was on the interchange, so very interesting. But Aria Hargraves came in there. He came in a bit late there. Oh, he's lucky when we actually flattened out and went for his son, because if he came with his knees, that could have been a sin bin for him. But anyways, it's 28-14 now with the kick to come here for the Raiders. That's his 32nd try of his career and his first one against the Roosters. So fair play to Ryan James there. And the try's been confirmed by the bunker, so 26 minutes remaining. And a kick here will make this a 12-point game. And this kick should be a relatively simple one here for Sam Williams. Here's the kick. Oh my god, he almost missed that. Actually was really close to the right line, but it stayed in, so the score will be 28-16. 25 minutes ago. This would be an amazing comeback for the Raiders if due. It definitely would be. And they've got plenty of time to do it. They just need to score 2 converted tries, and then they're tied with them. They've got 25 minutes to do so. So now, with the kickoff here from the Roosters, I went to watch the coverage, but the video got blocked because it was using footage, yeah. It's a very weird system. What application are you watching on? I am watching on KO, Johan. It's kind of weird though, because in America, people make reaction videos to NBA highlights and it's all fine, but you try to do that for the NRL and they snipe you like a foreign leader I really messed up that analogy there. So here's the second tackle to the Raiders now on the 30. Do I know BKR? I know of him. I've never personally met him. So that is Hornsberg now. He's on halfway. It's a strip here by Joseph Manu again on halfway. That's a second strip he's done. Doesn't result in a try, however, but it could lead to one. Now here's Suwali now. Makes it to the 40 inside of the Canberra half for the second tackle. Now they're going to go down the left side here. That's number 16. That is Suluka Fafita. Makes it for the third tackle. 40 minutes over the try line. So here's number 15. That is Nat Butcher. 30 minutes over the try line now. Fourth tackle. Now they're going to go down the side. Warrior Hargraves now goes for a big charge on Hornsborough. But he'll get brought down. Oh, he was clutching his shoulder before. Now he's grabbing his arm. He's not in a good way. Now last tackle here for the Roosters. It's up in the air. And it's a take by Manu. And he might have scored. I hate the new rules for high tackles. Yeah, it is a bit dodgy. So just like that, it is a try to Joseph Manu. He's gone up and reached for it, and Aikens both went up for it at the same time, but he has grounded it. So he has gained possession, and that would be a second try for Joseph Manu. And I said he got the strip, and I said it would set up a try, and he ends up scoring it himself. Yeah, fair play to Joseph Manu there. So it's now 32-16. Which, I'm just going to check quickly. Joseph Manu's actually done really well. So if he was to play Origin, who could he play for? Or is he not Australian? Oh, he's New Zealander. Never mind. He played his junior league for the Colorado High School, which is New Zealand. So he's not eligible because he's a Kiwi. Fair enough. Benjamin Watt with the up the chookies. Starting to get, if it keeps going like this, it's going to keep going into the realms of miracles. So, yep, Hornsborough's coming off the field. He was clutching his shoulder earlier on in the game, and now he's grabbing his elbow. So, yep, he's walking off. So there's a possibility that he could be out for the rest of the game here, Hornsborough. He's had a pretty good game so far. There was a bit of an injury thing because Isaac Lee is also out for the Roosters, and then you got Hornsborough now for the Raiders potentially. So here's a kick now. This to make it 34 points to 16, an 18-point lead, 3 converted tries ahead of the Canberra Raiders if this does go through. Can we see the game? Unfortunately, Rosie, I can't show the game due to copyrights because the NRL will come for me and for me and my family, unfortunately, so I'm very sorry. So there's the kick. It's gone through. It's 34-16 with 23. I think it might be up to that 22 minutes. So basically, almost in the final 20 minutes of the game. So Hornsborough basically, I think it's like, it wasn't a very tough bump. Kidnap him side by side. Basically, like, they'll make me go missing. That's what the banner says. You think I overestimate them? The banner. They will do that to me. So 22 minutes remaining in this game. Do you think the Raiders are playing finals this year? By the way they're going, no, to be completely honest. I thought they... In my preseason predictions, I thought they would, but it's just... They can't just be letting up leads like this and then going, oh, that's a high shot again. Now, that's James again. He's already been sin-binned. But now he's not going to get sin-binned again. So there's the penalty kick. I don't know exactly where it's gone because they're showing the replay from the Ryan James tackle. So it's going to be picked up on the Canberra 40 now. So 40 minutes over the try line now. Now the Roosters, it's a pass to Tedesco from Maria Hargraves. He's still going here, Tedesco. And he's now 20 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. Now Joseph Manu now gets it off to number 16 of Saluka Fafita now. 10 metres away from the try line now. They're going to go down the right side here. That's Lamb. Number 21, it's Suwali. Suwali's now in the 5. He's probably going to get here up. Now, 5 minutes over the try line now. This is the third tackle here for the Roosters. Now Hargraves. It's getting off down the line here now. Tedesco gets it off to Morris. Morris trying to break through. But he's going to get held up. He's very short of the line. I'm very sorry who that was. He didn't... thank you very much for subscribing. For some reason it does pop up in my mini feed and I accidentally missed it. I'm very sorry. So Hargraves now inside the 10. Last tackle here for the Roosters. They're going to go down the right side here. That is Manu. Manu with a grubber kick. It's been played back. It's going to be a 6 more. Brilliant play so far here for Joseph Manu. So now another set of 6 here for the Roosters. That's number 16. That is Saluka Fafita now. 5 metres away. First tackle. Chaz Dwala, thank you for subscribing. Thank you all for the support, ladies and gentlemen. Number 17 now. That is Fletcher Baker now. Just on the line. A metre away now. And it's going to be a penalty here to the Roosters. I think Chooks may make it to the semi-finals or finals. They'll make it to the finals, 100%. Fed Castro NRL are serious about their brand. They very much are. Well, James, the Raiders should tell Ricky we are done with you. I don't think it's Ricky's fault, to be fair. That's the thing. It's like I'm against like always blaming the coach when it comes to like, because I feel like it's got to be some liability on the players. You haven't drank water, all talk. Yeah. Thai Nguyen, I think it's how you pronounce it. Thank you very much for subscribing. So now here's the first tackle from that penalty tap. They're right on the line here. Now Troy Stewart, thank you very much for subbing. They're right down the line here at the moment. Oh, again, a metre away now. Second tackle. That's number 14. That was Kieran. Now Rhea Hargreaves gives it off to Tedesco. Tedesco still going on the ball. He's 10 metres away now. Oh, and Sawali gets brought down on the 20 and brought down. Hang on, there's a bit of a head clash here. And a Canberra player is not in good way. It's Bailey Simonson here. I think he probably wanted to try to go and accidentally had his head pressed. So here's Sawali, goes for the tackle. And basically Simonson's head collides with his hip. How do the shirts look like? For the Indigenous jerseys, I really like the Canberra one. It's got like an eagle at the front right near the bottom. I might need to make a video of the Indigenous jerseys. The Roosters one, I feel like there is stuff done to it, but it might be in the same colour as the really dark blue of the Roosters, of the actual jersey. So I think it looks like Sam Williams for the Raiders. It's actually going to be put in the. Yeah, here we go. So it's going to be taken off here. For Bailey Simonson, they've called for having the HIA. He doesn't look good. I feel he's going to be out for the rest of the match here. And so it's paused here. 19 minutes, 23 seconds remaining. We are officially in the last 20 minutes of the game. And the Roosters players are currently going down at the moment. First Hornsborough and now Simonson. It could look not great here. So here we go, 20 metres out now. This will be the third tackle. Who am I going for this game? I tipped the Roosters for the win, but I'm a neutral in terms of this. So here's Tedesco now down the line. It's a grubber kick. Morris is maintaining control, but I think he's lost it back. Or is he's maintained control here, and it could be a try here. They're going to definitely review this. But just like that, it could be a try to Josh Morris. They're going to see if he's controlled this. Roosters Indigenous jersey should have the blue from Anzac. Yeah, the Roosters jersey, the Anzac jerseys are really nice. So it's a pass from Tedesco. It's a grubber kick there. And Morris, he's maintained possession of it. Because I thought he lost it, but it's gone. So it's a grubber kick. It's been flicked up. Morris, he has it back. He's maintained it, and he's grounded it with one hand. That is a try, and it's now 38 points to 16. And a conversion will make it 40 points to 16. And I'm probably going to start to say here, it may be over here for Canberra. I mean, relatively, they can still come back, but it's going to start pushing into relative unlikeliness. So there it is, 38-16. If one more a kick here will make it 40-16. What do you think about the Roosters? Obviously they're like one of the best teams. They had obviously it's a team that probably I dislike the most, probably mostly because of jealousy because they've had success. But like, I like most of the players for the Roosters. Jamos is a beast, says Raviel. I'll take your word for it. So James Tedesco, 1 try assist, 2 line breaks, 99 run meters, and everybody wants him to score. I feel like he might win. But the question is though, 17 minutes to go. I think the Roosters are going to score 50. They're going to score 50 on Canberra. Adam Kieran has been 5 from 6 from the night. This to make it 6 from 7. And to make it 40 points scored by the Roosters. And will make it a 24-point lead. Oh, it's going to curl a bit too early. So he's going to miss it. So it's going to remain 38 points to 16. There's 17 and a half minutes remaining.
Try scorer Corey Horsburgh for the Raiders. His 9 is over. He dislocated his left wrist. We thought it may have been his shoulder, but it did reach.
So there's some news here from Corey Horsburgh. He is done for the game, but he has dislocated his wrist. I thought it was a shoulder, but at least it's not as serious. I remember when Roosters always finished at the bottom of the ladder. I know it was like 2014. There was a no, 2016. They were a bit unfortunate, but they are able to bounce back because they have one of the biggest legacies in the NRL. So here's the first tackle now for the Roosters. That's Joseph. It's Daniel Tupou actually. Makes it to the 15 for the first tackle. Here's Aria Hargraves now. Makes it. No, it's not. It's Matt Ikavalu now makes it to the 20 for the second tackle. No, that's number 17. That's Fletcher Baker now. Makes it to the 30 for the third tackle. Now they're going to go down. That's Tedesco now. He's got the ball on the 45. How are the Cowboys in the top 8? They've just really put up some really good games at the moment of performances, and they're going really well. And it's a fair play to them. So now last tackle here for the Roosters, right on halfway here. It's a kick high in the air. A lot of pressure going to be here on Aikens. So it's not going to go that far. So while he's gotten the ball back here, they can get an offload here. They're still going here. It's given it off to Tupou. It's getting an offload. Now it's on to Manu. Manu's giving it off, and there's potentially a try here, but there's surely... Is it Josh Morris? Surely. There's no way that's a try. They're going to go to video ref because I feel like there might have definitely been an obstruction leading up to that try. But if that is passed, that is probably one of the craziest tries scored this season. And this will be the second here for... because Topanua, who's come over and basically... I think has made a obstruction, so he's blocked a player from trying to make a tackle. So I think it's not going to be good either ways. I don't think Tupanua, because he goes up for the ball, I don't think he touches it. No, he missed it. So Sawali then picks up the ball on the 25.
Pulls it in, puts a big step on Jordan Rapiner, who's come back in.
This is going to be the longest review if it goes all the way to the end.
Let's play on, because I want to see, I want everyone to watch Sawali in action just here. Just watch the step, the bounce out, and the one...
He's got an offload there to Bo. Then Manu, but the problem is though, is Tupanua, who comes in, flicks to Brett Morris. No, he's lost it. Oh, that's it. They've gone all the way through it and reviewed it, but Morris has dropped it right at the end. Oh, that's unfortunate. It cleared all the way through it, but Morris accidentally losing it over the line. That was probably one of the best tries that ever was. And he stayed in as well. His foot was arched up. So it's going to be a no try here, unfortunately, for the Roosters. So 16 minutes remaining now in this matchup. Oh! So it's actually going to be a penalty anyways here for the Roosters because there was a high shot on Josh Morris, sorry. So it's going to be... Is there a high shot? Yes, it is. So Tom Starling has put a high shot on Josh Morris. It could be an argument saying he was trying to stop the tackle. But yeah, just like that, the Roosters have got the ball again. On 10 metres out. Here's the number 16. That is Saluka Fafita now. 5 metres away from the try line now. Now they're going to go down the right side here. Here's number 17. That is Fletcher Baker. for the second tackle. Now they go down the left here. That's Aria Hargraves. Now to Lamb, now to Sawali, who will get brought down inside the 10 for the third tackle. Now that's Lamb. It's given it off to Aria Hargraves, who's now 5 metres away from the try line now. Fourth tackle here. Oh, they're going to go down the short side here, as Tupanua's just a metre away from the line. Now, last tackle here for the Roosters. Here's the play. Aria Hargraves gives it off to Lamb. Goes for a grubber kick, but it's going to be picked up here by Rapana. And Rapana will get brought down inside the 10 for the first tackle for Canberra. As we now cross under, with now 15 minutes now remaining in this game. And there's a big slamming tackle there on Ryan Sutton. Oh. Still inside the 10 here, Canberra, now from the second. Here's the third, and they're still inside the 10, Canberra, for the third tackle. Where's Papali? Papali's suspended, isn't he? So fourth tackle here for the Raiders now. They're on the 30. And they're going to go for a 40-20 here. It's a race, but it's going to be picked up there by Tedesco. Now Tedesco now makes it to the 35 for the first tackle. Now here's number 2. That's Daniel Tupou now. Makes it to the 45 for the second tackle. Now here's the number 15 now. That is Nat Butcher. Makes it to halfway. He's going to power through past halfway and make it to the 45 inside of the Canberra half. So Jared Aria Hargreaves now has made 200 metres. Nearly 200 metres actually. So big fair play to Aria Hargreaves. So here's Joseph Manu with a kick over the top here, and it's going to be collected here by Aikens. So there's the first tackle for Canberra now on the 10. The Canberra players are coming really slow back, so I think they know that the game is probably over. So now here's the third tackle here for Canberra. They're now on the... It's Rapana now on the 25. And it's a pass over the top here. Onto the wing. If they can give it off to the winger. Here it is. It's the number 3. It's Sebastian Chris. And it's going to be a penalty here to Canberra. Was it a high shot? Was it Ikavalu? Oh yeah, it's around the neck. Fair enough. So 35 metres over the try line now. Canberra now gets a set of 6. Here's the first tackle now. 25 metres away from the try line here. Big charge there by Canberra there. Yeah, I think 50 points will be scored on Canberra here. Oh, they could get a try here, Canberra, though. They're inside the 10, third tackle. Oh, has he lost it? No. Oh, he's lost it. Hang on, there's just said there's an injury. Oh, hang on, a Roosters player is in agony at the moment. I'm trying to figure out who it is. It's grabbing his ankle, actually. Who is it? Tangle of legs in that tackle. And he's clutching an ankle injury, potentially. I think he should be maybe okay, unless it's a bit serious. So who was the player? It was a... So Egan Butcher is actually now on the field, actually, because of Isaac Liu being out, they've had to implement their 18th man. Probably an ACL. It was clutching his ankle, actually. Here's the first tackle there for the Raiders. I think it must be up because there was no footage of him being taken off the field, so it should be okay. There's the second tackle now on Now here's Josh Morris now makes it to the 25 for the third tackle. As we've got 11 minutes now remaining in this match. So Egan Butcher now, who is the 18th man, has come onto the field. He's already got a bloody nose. Welcome to first grade, as Andrew Voss says now. Set restart here. So here's the first tackle's on the 35. Now here comes the second tackle. It's going to be on the 45 here for the Roosters. Now Rhea Hargraves charges through and he's now made it to the 40 inside of Canberra's half for the third tackle. What do you think of TC Rabati's debut last night for Broncos? He did really well, actually. Now Suwali now breaking through here. They've got numbers here. They can break through. And Tupanua has scored. And Tupanua has got his second try of the game. It's now 42 points to 16 to the Roosters over the Canberra Raiders. Yeah, he did really well. He was like no fear, charging straight through. He was very good impact player from the bench. So just like that, and then with a kick, so it's a beautiful spin there by Lamb, who gives it off to Suwali, who breaks through one. He sees the running Tupanua on the left side and breaks through and he gets to the try. So now a conversion here will make it 44 to 16, and then only just one converted try, needing to be the ever dangerous 50 points. Because I know it's repeated a lot, but we all know no team has won the grand final without conceding 50 points in a game. Mate of mine who I grew up with back here in New Zealand. That is very cool. So the try has been given. Tupanua has gotten the try. And he's 17 years old. He's gotten. So while he's got 1 try and 2 try assists, a very good night for the young lad, the young geezer. What do kids call each other nowadays? I'm too old. Oh, the no-look pass to Tupanua as well. That's brilliant. Come on, everyone wants Tedesco to score. Just need one more try to score. As we're now under 9 minutes remaining. This kick here, number 14 from Aaron Kieran. I think it's 5 from 7 for tonight. This will make it 6 from 8 if he gets it. So here's the kick from Kieran. It's right down the middle. It's 44-16 with 8 minutes 40 remaining in this match. Who would have thought the games where we all thought it would be the most competitive would be... It's so weird. Such a weird thing for the NRL at the moment. It's like all the big blockbuster matches have all been blowouts. Bit dodgy. As Come On Eileen currently plays at Gosford. Here's the kickoff here by Canberra. 8 minutes 40 remaining. We want 50 points. That's what we want. I think everybody wants also Tedesco to score, so if he scores the last try. So here's the first tackle here. They make it to the 30 for the first tackle for the Roosters. Now here's Fletcher Baker now. Makes it to the 35 for the second tackle. Now there's, I believe that's the number 10. No, it's not number 10, sorry. That's Egan Butcher, actually, the number 20. Now Rhea Hargraves now makes it past halfway here. Only just, but he does make it. So there's the 4th tackle. And it's a knock on here by the Roosters, but Hargraves is thinking, are they going to challenge it? Yeah, but he's going to go for another challenge here. I mean, you might as well. You already got 1 challenge done successfully, so can you get a second one? So they're going to see if Ryan Sutton has stripped the ball out here. Yeah, his hand's on the ball, actually. Oh, battery. Really? So the challenge has been unsuccessful. I thought he did pull it out, but no. So it is going to be counting as a knock-on. Little Creek, thank you for subscribing to the channel. So yeah, very interesting there. So right on halfway now, there's going to be a scrum beat here for the Canberra Raiders as we've got 7 minutes 45 remaining in this matchup. Here's the stat for second half completions. It's 18 out of 20 for the Roosters. 7 out of 11 for Canberra. So here's the first tackle here for the Raiders now on the Roosters 40 for the first tackle. Big charge there by Corey Harawira-Nara. Makes it to the 30 for the second tackle. Mario Official Games, thank you very much for subscribing. So here's the second. That's the second or the third tackle inside the 20 now. Canberra. Now Whiten gets brought down 15 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Oh, they got an offload here. Canberra, can they get... Oh, he's been touched. He grabbed the ball down, unfortunately. Jack Whiten. So it's going to be a... Whitehead with a bit of a too quick of a pass there for Whiten, who has unfortunately put the ball down on the 10 and it'll be a change over here for the Roosters. Yeah, so now ticking down with 6 minutes remaining in this matchup. So trying to set the scrum now. It's on the 10. They got it done through. So here's the first tackle. That is on Daniel Tupou. Makes it to the 15 for the first tackle. As we're under 6 minutes now remaining. As that is number 5. There's Matt Ikavalu. He gets to the 25 for the second tackle. And now number 17 there, that is Fletcher Baker, who makes it to the 30 for the third tackle. And now they're going to keep pushing through. That's number 16, that is Saluka Fafita. Makes it to the 45 for the fourth tackle. They've got numbers on their side here. Sawali, can they break through here? They're now 35 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Roosters. And that's a kick there by Lamb. Oh, Manu's... Oh, that's Akavali tried to take it, but he's unfortunately lost it. Aside says, do you think Penrith can go a whole year without losing once? Well, the fact that it's never happened... I don't know. It's gonna be a hard one to predict. I definitely feel like... Because currently the record for like the best start to a season is 15 wins in a row by Manly. I think they might break that, but I'm not too sure if they're going to... I do feel that they're going to lose one game eventually. Whether that be late on in the season or at the grand final, who knows. So here's number 14 there. That is Hodgson for Canberra. He gets to the 25 for the third tackle. Now here's the third tackle now for Canberra. He makes it to the 35. Storm will beat them in round 20. That's the thing. I was even going to say, who was it? I was going to say Parramatta were going to beat them, but the way they're going at the moment, don't think so. I don't know what Gadigal means in Aboriginal language, but I'm sure in Ngunnawal means to ascend up on high in Aboriginal language. That's actually pretty cool. That's I think it's weird because they got Gadigal because I'm assuming that's for for Sydney, but they also have Gadigal for South Sydney for the Rabbitohs. They got as the same name for it, which is a bit interesting, but it might be the whole region to be fair. So here's the first tackle for Canberra. They could get a constellation here. There's 3 minutes now remaining. Here's the second tackle inside the 5. And it's going to be a penalty here to Canberra anyways for the ruck for infringement on the ruck. So How long we got? 3 minutes now remaining. So here's Starling. So here's the. It was not clearing the ruck. That was actually the penalty. So here's the first tackle. Oh. Bit of artists at the moment here from Canberra. So they're going to go down the side here. Going to get a try. It's Whitehead who gets brought down. Big strong tackle. Gotta go is the most of East and South Sydney. Okay, that makes sense. So here's the third tackle now for Canberra now. 5 metres away from the try line now. They're going to go down the right side here. Williams gives it off to somebody who's going to run backwards. He's being told to run forward. It's number 17 here. I think that's Ryan. No. I got down the side here. It's a 1-on-2 for the number 4 for Canberra for Curtis Scott. And there's the fourth tackle here for Canberra. And Williams tries to go himself and he's 2 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for Canberra. Now they go to the left-hand side. Whiten. It's a 3-on-1 and it's a bullet pass to Sebastian Chris. I think he stayed in there. And they're going to check to see if he does stay inside. And they're going to give it a try here. They're just going to check to see if he did actually stay in. But I think he did. So I think it's going to be a try here for Sebastian Chris for Canberra. This will make it 44-20. Let's have a look. Does he stay? Oh, that's really close. That's actually ridiculously close if he's on the line. Oh, no. He stayed in. Very well played. Hang on. Before he grounded, because the ball did hit the banner. Oh, they're going to see if it hit the actual Unibet, like the actual post thing at the corner. Or if it hits the line first. This is going to be... So if it does hit him before it hits the ground, then that's going to be a no try. Basically, at the corner of the ball, basically, it hits at the same time. So they're going to review this, and the time's going to wind down here. There's 20 seconds remaining. Every time I have a good land running on Tedesco, it never happens. Yeah, they're going to wind the time down here. Yep. I think the ball touches before it hits the thing. So it's going to be a no try because it's simultaneously hit. Oh, they're going to take the time back, don't worry. Of a minute 40. The game's still on, don't worry. So it's a no try to that. So that means it's going to be a scrum feed on the 10. So there's still a minute 40 remaining. They had to brought the clock back. So there the Roosters. So it's a 20-minute restart for a 7-tackle set here for the Roosters. So here's a 0 now on the 30. Now Jared Hargraves now makes it to the... Oh, it's actually Okavali makes it to the 40. Now Tedesco gives it off to the number 16. That is Saluka Fafita. Now 45 metres away from the try line now. And big charge here for Canberra. That's Roosters, sorry. Egan Butcher now. Great commentary, not 50 points but close. There could be still. There's a minute 12 and they're 25 metres away from the try line now, the Roosters. There could still be a chance. Are they going to go down the side here? There's Joseph Manu now. Oh, he got brought down, surely. He's going to go back to the 10 now. For the fourth tackle. Tedesco. Oh, and Tedesco's just lost it. Okay, so yeah, it's not happening. 50 points will not be happening, unfortunately. So Canberra can still win the grand final. So 30 seconds remaining, so it's going to be a possession change here for Canberra, but it's not going to mean anything as the time's going to wind down here. So 20 seconds remaining. Are they going to let time just wind down or?
16 seconds remaining. Don't forget, post-game wrap-up of
Much more entertaining than the Broncos game against the Storm.
the big scoreline.
So they're going to stop the timer with 7 seconds remaining. Surely Canberra just score like the try of the season now. Yeah, this is the last. Actually, this will be. Hawaiian's just going to run in now. This will be the last. Now, there we go. There goes the siren. The Roosters have beaten the Canberra Raiders 44-16. Tedesco doesn't score, and it's not 50 points. But there is another big win, a big bounce-back win there for the Sydney Roosters against the Canberra Raiders. I generally feel like in terms of these like big blockbuster matches, I think the only one that wasn't like a whitewash was the Parramatta Storm game where Sivo scored in like the last 2 minutes to win the game. But yeah, that's the end of the game. So bit unfortunate there. So they couldn't get the 50 points. But yeah, so. Yeah, so basically it all depends about for tomorrow in terms of the if I do the other two streams. So, bro, Raiders might win the grand final again. You never know. Didn't concede 50 points, so they've still got a chance. It's a very slim one, but they still got a chance. It's like the phrase a pug killing you is very low, but not impossible, or whatever that quote is. So basically, it's going to depend on the whether or not I'm going to the Knights Manly game. I'll probably back it in somewhere tomorrow. But that is the end of the stream. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all probably next round or maybe tomorrow. What's going to happen?